Hello everyone and welcome to Idol Chit Chat, an Idol podcast series where we will be discussing the recent news, updates and events within the J music industry. I'm your host Kelly and my favourite song of the week is Chipoke Hero by Double And. If you have a favourite song of the week as well, please do let me know in the comment section below. Now, this is my second episode and I am sorry that it has come so late. I know I'm about 2 weeks out of the loop right now, but please do bear with me whilst I do try and figure things out with this series, and also please bear with me as I do try to collect news and events that have happened within the wonderful J music industry. I have a lot to cover today, thank goodness. I don't think that I will be able to be as candid as I would like to be in this one, but I will try and cover as much as I possibly can and to let you know my thoughts as well on anything that is happening that is of interest to myself as well as yourselves. So yeah, let's get into this one. We do have quite a bit of news to get through, so yay! To begin our wonderful wheel of news, we will be starting off with alternative and underground idols. And first off, the Banana Monkeys have 2 new members. After going on a small break as a group, they introduced 2 new members and didn't graduate any, surprisingly. I do not know this group very well, however, I am aware that this is a very weird group who do try their best to get noticed as much as possible, such as selling bathwater or doing silly things like that. You know, fun things, silly things. I'm not saying that in a derogatory term, I actually think it's quite fascinating, but also very frustrating as well. Anyway, regarding the 2 new members, they were announced on April the 2nd, and the 2 girls who have joined are Kaina and Marin. The group has also opened up a SoundCloud and 6 songs are currently available to listen to. However, they are very good songs, so do definitely check them out because this is a group that, though quite frustrating to follow, are really interesting to listen to as well. So yeah, check them out whenever you can. Also on April the 2nd, the group Owalanai Deyolu has introduced 2 new members, Emma and Lou. The group, initially made up of 3 members, is now made up of 5. No further announcements have been made as of yet regarding the group, but they seem like a pretty interesting group so far. I don't actually know anything about them, but I would like to learn a little more about them. Their images look pretty intriguing and the members themselves look really interesting as well. If you guys have any information on this group at all, please do let me know. I kind of want to get invested in them, I think. But yeah, so congratulations to those 2 new members, and also congratulations to the 2 Bananamon members that I did not say congrats to. Whoops! Peddling back a little bit from April the 2nd, on April the 1st, the Nagoya-based idol group Reiwa Fairy officially announced their group name. Though fans did initially think that this was a joke because it was announced on April the 1st, the group has officially been named after the new Japanese era, which also was announced on April the 1st. The group is currently made up of 4 members, Yumehara Ako, Shirono Yuna, Moriguchi Yuna and Ichinose Hirono, but whether or not they grow bigger, who knows. But congrats to the group on officially getting a name and for being active for a little while as well. They are not very new, but they have been active for a short period of time, and it is nice to see that they have been given a name which they think is going to be representative of them as an idol unit in this new era. So congrats to the girls. Also announced on April the 1st, the group Cross Gnosis have been created. Currently made up of 3 members, Soda, Amoeba and Flame, the group is also looking for new members. Applications will be running until April the 15th, so it will be ending pretty soon. However, I look forward to watching this group grow. I don't really know much about the members. I do believe that they were initially a part of another unit before this one. However, they have moved on to this group and fans are looking forward to what they will produce. They don't have anything out right now. I don't think they've even debuted performances. Their Twitter is pretty bare, but definitely keep an eye out for them, especially when they do introduce new members. But so far the 3 that they have look very interesting. They are absolutely stunning, but I do look forward to their sound, their stage debut, how they will look, any CD covers, things like that. I really look forward to what they will bring to the plate in terms of alternative, underground, indies, idols and more. So yeah, let's look forward to it. Congrats on debuting to Cross Gnosis and good luck to whoever may get in there. And finally, in new group and new member news, Hokago Princess have introduced 2 new members to the regular lineup. This brings the group to a total of 10 regular members, and these 2 members are Sawada Momoka and Ai Mizuki. Ayara Mizuki was initially introduced as one of the group's upcoming members on March 31st, where it was revealed that she had withdrawn from the group AOP on March 1st and had begun her contract with Hokago Princess on March 31st. Her official activities have begun since April 15th alongside Sawada Momoka. Sawada Momoka was initially a Hokago Princess youth member, unlike Ayara Mizuki. In the case of Ayara Mizuki, it is a very rare and weird situation for her to be in that she is one of very few, in fact one of two members who has not been through the training program of Hokago Princess. Even the original generation members within Hokago Princess had to go through a training system before they could debut, and thereafter that all generations had to go through the candidate and apprentice system, candidate being lower than apprentice and apprentice being just under regular members. In regards to the training system, all members of Hokago Princess Youth right now, who is the little sister unit of Hokago Princess, have to go through about a year or so of training in order to be eligible to become a regular lineup member of Hokago Princess. Prior to this, back when Hokago Princess were completely indies, during their early days before they had Hokago Princess Youth and before they debuted under Universal Music, it could take up to a month or even a few days for members to become a fully fledged member. It depended on their level of singing and dancing requirements. But as Hokago Princess have evolved, so has the system for youth itself, and so has how long it can take for a member to get to candidate to apprentice to regular member. But with Ayara Mizuki, apparently she did not need to audition for this spot within Hokago Princess. She is one of two members who has actually jumped over the youth system and just gone straight to regular member. Staff have stated that the reason why Ayara Mizuki has been made a regular member so suddenly and so quickly is because she has already been an idol, previously a member of AOP. She has been a member of that group since 2015 until 2019. However, from 2018 until she had withdrawn herself and cancelled her contract, she had had a hiatus from 2018 until 2019. So whether you decide or not that she has either had 4 years of experience as an idol or 3 years, it depends on you personally. I do personally see that having a year of a hiatus means that she only has 3 years of experience. However, I do think that it is great that we have a new member within Hokago Princess, and she has been very well received by both members, staff and fans. So congratulations are in order for both Ayara Mizuki and Sawada Momoka. Both have done exceptionally well to get into Hokago Princess, and they have experienced a lot as idols, whether they have been in the youth system or not. So I am really looking forward to what Hokago Princess are going to do as a 10-member lineup now, especially now that they have a new single coming out, which we will talk about right now. And with that, we can easily segue into the announcements for Hokago Princess's new upcoming single, which will be released on July the 10th, 2019. The single has been announced as a double A-side, which is a first for the group, and both titles have also been revealed. The first is Shinjidai Princess, which means New Era Princess, perfect for the new era of Japan. The second song is titled Princess no Teigi, which means defining a princess or the definition of a princess. And the theme has also been revealed, which is Hokago Princess. Now, typically the group will tend to lean towards fairy tale characters and even historical figures. However, this time around, their theme is about themselves, and I actually really like the meaning behind this theme. This time around, it's all about thanking the past of Hokago Princess and celebrating the new Hokago Princess. It feels like it's a very personal and even pivotal theme for the group, so I am really looking forward to what they do with this, because this is a first for them. It's a first in terms of the theme not being about a specific kind of princess from fairy tales or historical figures. It's also the first single of a new era. It's the first single to introduce a new leader, the first single without their original leader and original member Odagiri Nana, and the first single celebrating the new lineup. So I do look forward to what these songs will showcase and what they will create. I also look forward to the sorts of costumes the girls will wear, because the only other time they did something as vague in terms of a theme for princesses was when they did their first album, which was just about princesses in general. So I do look forward to what they're going to do with these two songs and how they're going to represent the members and what they will have the members wearing. I look forward to what the music videos will be like, and I look forward to the sound of it as well, because again, this is the first single to have such a big change in lineup since 2012, 2013. And it is the first single that will not showcase Odagiri Nana. So there's definitely going to be a big change in how it's going to sound and how it's going to look. So yeah, I look forward to this. I'm really excited. I am a big Hokaga Princess fan, so obviously I'm going to enjoy this no matter what. Well, I hope I'm going to enjoy it no matter what. But I look forward to it. Please do let me know what you think about the upcoming Hokaga Princess single. I would really like to know if you do follow them and if you don't. So yeah, just talk, let's chitter, let's chat, let's be candid about it. But yeah, that is the news on the upcoming Hokaga Princess single. Let's get into a few other albums and single releases before I start derailing. In regards to upcoming new songs, Juju, the Dark Underground idol unit, have announced that Urban Guard's Matsunaga Tenma will be creating one of their new songs. Well, producing. Whether this new song will be on an album or a single is debatable at this point because they currently don't have any further information in regards to the upcoming release. Still, it seems to be exciting quite a few fans, so I'm really looking forward to it. And if you don't know who Juju are, definitely check them out. They are currently a 4-member unit. They are very dark, very eerie, very horror vibes. They are a wonderful idol group, so yeah, check them out if you like that kind of thing. They have some really fun music videos out, and they have some really fun music as well, so definitely see what they're made of, and let's look forward to this song. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. In terms of a debut single, the group ZOC have announced that they will be releasing their debut single on April the 30th, 2019. It has been titled Family Name, and it will be released under T-Palette Records. I don't know who this group is, so for those who do care about them, please do look forward to this release for me, but if I can find anything about it when it is released, I'll definitely check it out because they look like a really fun, great group. Very colourful, very pretty, but also quite a little alternative. That's what I'm hoping at least. Anyways, let's get excited for ZOC's Family Name. In terms of an album release, Passcode have revealed that their album Clarity will be released on May the 3rd in Europe, the US and Canada. This will be their second major album and it will include 13 tracks as well as a new track Ichika Bachika, which will be the theme song for the second series of the Japanese gambling drama Kakagurui, as well as its upcoming movie. Now, as someone who is not really a big fan of Passcode, this isn't something that I'm personally looking forward to. However, I know a lot of people who do like the group, so for them, I'm looking forward to it, in a way. The thing that I like most about this announcement, though, is that JPU Records are bringing this album to Europe, the US and Canada, and I think that's amazing that they are giving it such a widespread release, such a nice worldwide release to a degree. I know it's only a few countries essentially, but it's still a lot more than what some other companies do, so I do appreciate it in that sense. Anyway, congratulations to Passcode for their second major album and for also getting a tie-in track for a drama as well as a movie. That's amazing. Anyways, I hope fans are looking forward to this, and I hope you're excited for the upcoming album if you're getting the physical edition. But if you are already wanting to listen to the album, you can listen to it digitally because the digital track did drop on April the 1st this year. So go check it out now if you want to have a little preview, sneak peek kind of deal of what Passcode are offering this time around in their second album. We're still on single and album releases, but this time it's all about that Hello project because they have released quite a few announcements in regards to single and album releases and such. So we are going to get into those. First off, I do want to talk about one which has already been released way back on March 30th, which is W's Joy Waru Devil, which, you know, I wanted to talk about it because it is a big moment for a lot of fans within the Hello project fandom, even those who are no longer a part of it. This is a very special moment within Hello project history because it is the comeback of W, and this is where a lot of people did start their fandom, or it's what a lot of people enjoyed within their fandom when they were first getting into Hello project, myself included. So to see that W would finally be releasing their 7th single, granted a 7th digital single, it's still a wonderful milestone for Hello Project and their fans as well, and for Cargo Eye and Suji Nozomi themselves, because after Cargo Eye had basically been kicked out of Hello Project and she had been suspended and she was no longer allowed to be a part of the group or to be associated with Hello Project and the company at all. It was very devastating, and a lot of fans have since wanted the release of the group's 3rd album as well as the 7th single, and until now we hadn't had it. So to have it is a very momentous thing. It is wonderful, and I haven't listened to it yet, but I know a lot of fans will have. So congratulations to W for being able to get their 7th single out, which was supposed to be released way back in 2006 or 2007, and it's great that we are able to get this, or at least that the fans are able to get this. So I am very happy for everyone, and I know that it's not the album that everyone wanted, but it's still a little to a lot more than what we could have been given. They could have just given us one song at the end of the day, but this digital release did include 5 songs, the first being Choi Waru Devil, which is the original song, which Suji Nozomi herself had repurposed at one point and sung with her daughter. And then the other songs were all cover songs, but 3 of them were from the album that they were supposed to release, W3 Faithful. But yeah, those 3 songs were covers from their album W3 Faithful. And for those who don't know, W did actually do a lot of covers of songs, so it makes sense that they'd have a few cover songs in there as well. I do wish we'd had probably one other original song, but still, at the end of the day, it's great that they have been able to come back with this single, with this EP release that was released on March 30th. So if you haven't got it yet, definitely go check it out, definitely go get it, give it a listen and see if you enjoy it. I'm sure it has made many people happy, and congrats to W for making their comeback and for releasing a 7th EP single. To further their fan-giving nature, Hello Project have also announced that Angelou will be releasing a brand new album. And fans have been waiting for this one for freaking years. This is also the first album that Angelou themselves are releasing as Angelou, as the last album that they released was when they were using the name Smilage. So fans have been calling for this one for a very long time, especially as Daryl will be graduating very soon, and prayers have been answered, and we have been given a release date and a title, and the release date is May the 15th. Hallelujah, it is soon. It is soon, it is soon, it's next month now. Sorry for that, that was very candid. But yes, the title is also something which I am going to butcher in terms of pronunciation, so I do apologise. But the title is L'Intention, Angelou, Past, Present and Future. And there will be 3 discs. There will also be 3 editions to this album. There will be 1 regular edition as well as 2 limited edition. And this will also be the last album to feature Wada Ayaka and the first album for the generations 4, 5, 6 and 7. I don't know what the tracks are on this, but I do believe that they have a few new songs on there, as well as past songs from their Smilage days, as well as past songs from their Angelou days. So it's going to be a very full, very compact kind of album release. And yes, it has pleased a lot of fans. I'm not really that interested in this one. It's not as interesting as the W release, but I'm glad that Hello Project have announced this and that they are allowing Angelou to have a new album, because it has been a long time since they last released one. So congratulations to Angelou for bringing out a brand new album, and also congratulations to the fans for finally getting what they want, because they have been calling for this for a very long time, and Hello Project have been very slow in upkeeping with albums and everything. So it's nice to see them finally giving the fans something that they really want, just after they gave fans something else they really wanted, which was W's EP single. So yes, congratulations to Angelou. And we are still on Hello Project and Upfront News, and they are giving us another single which people have wanted and which people were hoping for, which is Juice Juice's next single release, which will also be the final single to feature Miyazaki Yuka, who will be graduating as well in June like Wada Ayaka is. So yeah, on 27th of March, Juice Juice announced that they will release their next single on June the 5th, 2019, and this will be a double A side, much to everyone's happiness. Yay, I hear you all cheering, I hear it somewhere, I hear it far away. The titles have also been released for this, and the first title is Hitori de Ikirareso te Soletene Homete Iru no, and the second is 25 Sai Eien Setsu. Now, I am sorry for butchering the Japanese pronunciation for these, and also, yes, I am using the English terms for 25. I apologise, but I do not know the Japanese for 25. However, it was revealed that the title for the song 25 Sai Eien Setsu is kind of a little sarcastic remark towards the fact that fans believe that idols within Hello Project always graduate before they turn 25 or during their time as a 25-year-old. And it just seems like it's a nice little bit of fun to poke at the fans and such, especially as it kind of means 25-year-old fan theory or something like that. I think it's really fun, I think it's really playful, and it kind of shows that Hello Project are watching. When I first saw what the idea behind that song title was, I immediately thought of The Piece and how Hello Project at that point, when there was that whole toilet scandal with Morning Musume, they really played on that and turned it into a big thing in the PV, the toilet cubicles and such. And they're kind of doing that here again, but with a title and most likely the lyrics. So I really look forward to what they're going to do with this. But still, I do think that Hello Project don't want their idols to get over the age of 25 anymore. I still think that. I'm following that fan theory because, yeah, let's just see. It seems like a funny title, so I'm looking forward to it anyway. There will be 5 editions available for this release, and those editions include 2 regular editions as well as 3 limited editions. Let me know what editions you will be getting for Miyazaki Yuka's graduation single, and yes, I am definitely more invested in this type of release than I am Angela Moo's. I don't really care to collect albums too much, which is why I don't really care about it, especially when there's a bunch of songs on there that I probably won't care about. Next up, in terms of other news in regards to Upfront and Hello Project, on March the 27th, it was announced that Fukusaki Eric's contract with Upfront has ended. He was a singer-songwriter under Upfront, and though I didn't really follow him much, I had friends who did, so it's very sad to see that his contract has ended. However, I do hope he continues to work with Upfront, either as a lyricist or a composer of some form. It would be really interesting to see. I do believe that he was the person who wrote Peanut Butter Jelly Love, so it would be nice if he could continue working with Upfront and creating music for Hello Project groups, because he does have a talent, he has an art, and it would be nice to hear his music with them still. Also, on 28th of March 2019, College Cosmos announced the graduations of members Wakita Mana and Funada Miko, who left the group on March 31st during the Hina Fest performance. They had both graduated from university, meaning that they were therefore meant to graduate from the group. So, congratulations to the girls on graduating. I hope that they enjoy their new jobs, because they are beginning new jobs. They've already begun them this April, so good luck to them in working and becoming members of society. If you do follow College Cosmos, please do let me know. I don't really follow them. I'm not keen on their music. I have watched their music videos and I just don't care for them. But if you do like them, please do let me know in the comments below and let me know what song you really like from them. And with that, we will now be discussing graduation and disbandment announcements. The first being that Kayano of London Blue has graduated from the group as of March 30th. She is now focusing on her solo activities and will be training towards becoming a voice actress. She already has a bit of a history in acting as well as dancing, so I don't think it'll be hard for her to be able to do even more now that she is able to work on her own. However, I do wish her the best of luck. She is under a Cross Entertainment, which she has been under for a while now, so good luck to her with her future endeavours, and I will miss her in London Blue. She was my favourite member, but I do look forward to seeing what she can do in her solo activities now that she has moved away from London Blues. So congratulations on your graduation, Kayano. Gonna miss you. Also, idol group Lin-Q have announced that 3 members will be graduating from the group. 1 will graduate on May the 5th and 2 will graduate on June the 2nd. These members are Ando Chisa, who will be graduating May the 5th, as well as Sakaya Saka and Kohinata Mai, who will both be graduating on June the 2nd. I do not follow Lin-Q anymore. I used to follow them back when they had originally debuted, and it is sad to hear this. I know that a lot of fans are going to be quite sad by this news, but this is the way of the idol world, especially for bigger groups like Lin-Q, who do have the revolving door system where new members will come in and old members will go out. And whilst it is sad, this is the way of most idol groups within the industry, and all we can do is wish them luck and just, you know, treasure them whilst we still have them. So until May the 5th and June the 2nd creep upon us, everyone, please do treasure these idols for as long as you can and as much as you possibly can as well. Congratulations to the members for announcing their graduations, but until then, please do work hard and enjoy your time as idols. Regarding a disbandment, this is within J Music instead of J Idol more than anything. The group Jeanne d'Arc have disbanded after their bassist departed the group. This was announced back on March 31st, and I don't actually know who Jeanne d'Arc are, but I know that they do have their fans, obviously, as anyone does, and it seems like it's a very sudden announcement for a lot of people. However, as they have stated in their official release, when the bassist left, they felt that they could not go forward as a group, so it was decided that they would be disbanding instead. And yes, it is sad. It's not great when a group suddenly disbands like this, when it's so out of the blue and you just don't know what to do. It's quite disheartening, and I do feel for everyone who is losing a band that they absolutely adore. Again, I don't know who they are, but I feel for everyone. I feel for you, and it must have been hard on the group themselves to make this decision, because, you know, it's not an easy decision to make. They have contracts to sort out, they have things to tie up and clean up and such, and so it just feels like like it was a hard decision for them to make and for the company to make as well, who they are under. I am sorry for everyone who are fans of Jeanne d'Arc who are losing a great group, but let's look forward to what their solo activities will lead them to do, and yeah, we will just have to wait and see in regards to this announcement. So good luck to all the members of Jeanne d'Arc, and I hope that they find activities that they really enjoy and that they continue to pursue activities within the music industry itself, at least, so that their fans can keep on following them. And then this will move us into the 48 news, but it has been announced that JKT48 Cindy Uvia has announced her graduation. It was announced on March 30th, and though no other reasons have been given as of yet, it has shocked a lot of fans that Yuppie is going to be leaving the group, especially as she only just won the last general election Senbatsu. She was the top #1 member, she got to lead High Tension, so it does feel like the announcement is very sudden, a little bit out of the blue as well. However, it is what it is. So it is sad to be made aware that Cindy will be leaving, especially as she was such a strong centre for High Tension. She was incredible. I really love that music video. She is very charismatic. She is so gorgeous to look at. So I'm very sad that she will be leaving. But hopefully we will get more details over time about her graduation concert, when she will be leaving, the last single she will be in. But I hope it is a few months before she goes, because then at least we get a few months more to see her perform and such. However, until then, we will just have to wait and see. So good luck to Cindy. I hope she has a wonderful last few months with JKT48 and that she makes a lot of memories with both the members, the staff and the fans. Still on JKT48 news, it has been announced that member Steffi has been demoted to Academy Class A, which is the Kenkyusei within JKT48's system, for inappropriate behaviour that has been damaging to the group's image and reputation. Currently nobody knows what her behaviour entails, whether it is a dating scandal or something else. However, nothing has been leaked as of yet, but it is very bad news. I do not know who Steffi is herself, however it doesn't seem like things are going great for her, so we will just have to see how everything pans out and whether or not it was really such a big issue that she had to be demoted to Kenkyusei. So yeah, that's another bit of bad news. So I am sorry to be bringing even more bad news to everyone on this podcast. I do wish that it was better news. I really, really do. Further in the bad news, we are going to be talking a little bit about NGT48, who have now lost all of their sponsors after their final sponsor dropped the group. Their last sponsor was Niigata City Government, however they decided to cease their activities with the group this April, and people obviously speculate that this is due to the Maho Yamaguchi assault situation, which is very understandable. However, some fans have perceived that the reason why Niigata City decided to drop them now is because apparently AKB48's third-party investigation team had tried to blame the Niigata public system and such on the fact that Maho was assaulted, trying to blame their people and such, and obviously that's not very good. It's not a good image to paint on Niigata themselves, and it's a bit of a slap in the face as well to say, oh, it's your province's issue that this happened. So it feels like it was a little bit two-faced going on there, and so it's understandable why they might drop them if that was actually the case. However, this is just hearsay at this point. It's just rumours. So take everything with a pinch of salt, a grain of salt. Yeah, it's not looking good for NGT48. And this next bit of news is again on NGT48, who have had 2 of their radio shows halted until the third-party investigation team have come out with a proper verdict regarding Maho Yamaguchi's assault case. These 2 radio shows, NGT48 Gachi Gachi Countdown as well as NGT48 Gachi Gachi Talk, will no longer be broadcasted by BSN Niigata Broadcast, and once everything has been cleared up, they will then take a look into the future of these 2 radio shows, but it will again depend on the third party committee's verdict at the end of the day. And oof, this is not good. I even wrote that in my notes, was oof, not good. Regarding both of these situations with NGT48, they no longer have sponsors, they no longer have radio shows. This means that they are getting very little time to be able to advertise themselves and to showcase just who they are and their personalities. It is very bad for NGT48. They are no longer able to showcase that they are a decent group, if they are a decent group. But really, this is mostly management's fault. Actually, it's all of management's fault for not really taking this case as seriously as they should be, and it has put a bad light fight on NGT48 at the end of the day. And yes, I feel for the girls a tremendous amount, the girls who have done nothing, the girls who are innocent, Maho Yamaguchi herself, and the staff members who have done nothing, who are trying to help the situation. However, if management, the ones who are trying to sort out this case, I say this with quotation marks, if they are trying to help out as best as they can, they seem to just not be doing enough. That's the issue. They just seem to not care as much. It seems that they have also halted any activities or any upcoming announcements for any new single that could have come out at any point around this time because of this situation. And I do wish that they would just clear it up as best as they can and give a good answer and help Maho herself as much as they can, but it seems they're not. It seems that they don't want to do anything, and that's the issue here. So at the end of the day, this is all down to management just not wanting to do everything that they should be doing. They're doing the bare minimum at this point, and they need to be doing more. Otherwise, NGT48 are just going to be ground into the dust. And perhaps this is management's way of slowly getting rid of NGT48 and moving the girls on. But it would be sad to see a group that is so new to the 48 world just disappear completely. It would be completely sad and disrespectful of the members themselves. However, it is what it is, and yes, management do really need to get their fingers out of their butts and start working harder to sort out this case for Maho Yamaguchi. She really does deserve justice, and they are just not giving it to her. Anyways, in regards to more 48 news, AKB48's All Night Nippon and AKB48 show have ended. AKB48 All Night Nippon lasted for 8 years. However, it will be replaced by a new AKB48 radio show. No one knows if AKB48 show will be replaced. However, it is nice to know that one of the longer running radio shows is being replaced with something new that will definitely keep it fresh and give fans something different to look forward to. Hopefully it will be unique as well. I don't listen to these sorts of radio shows, but still, it is nice to see that they are continuing with something new. But 8 years is a long time for a radio show to go on, so congratulations to AKB48 for graduating that program, and congratulations to them for bringing a new one in as well. I hope fans look forward to the debut of it. And I do believe that is all I have in terms of AKB48 and 48 AKS news, but I would like to add a few additional things. The first being that Yaguchi Mari, formerly of Hello Project and Morning Musume fame, is pregnant with her first child, so congratulations to Yaguchi Mari. Secondly, Mutant Monster will be returning for another UK tour in May. If you do not follow Mutant Monster, they are a punk rock kind of garage band type trio of young women who create really cool music, and they like to swear a lot. They like to put on a really good performance. So if you enjoy that sort of music, definitely check them out. They've got some nice music videos on YouTube there. I have a fair few friends who really do enjoy them. Gonna give you a shout out here, Adam. He is a big Mutant Monster fan. His favourite member is Chad. She is a drummer. Yeah, check them out if you like that sort of music. The UK tour will begin in May, and it will conclude on June 2nd at Camden Rocks, which is a big music festival which will include a lot of bands, and it seems just like a really cool gig for Mutant Monster themselves. So yeah, if you really like Mutant Monster and you're within the UK at that point in time, definitely check them out. And finally, I would like to talk a little bit about the Indie Idol and Infamous tour, which will be going from April the 20th until April the 23rd. And this event will showcase the likes of Double and Garuda, as well as Hanako-san. Now, these three individual artists are all very different to each other. They have a little bit of idol to them, but a lot of alternative to them as well. And they all have very different showcases of music. Double and was initially a self-produced idol. Saki is great. She has a great amount of rock in her music, as well as a little bit of pop. She is a little idol with a big voice. Garuda is an industrial idol. She has a deeper voice, a lovely cane, and though her music isn't what I tend to care for, she sounds amazing regardless. And Hanako is, I think, a bit more of a screamer in terms of her music, and I haven't heard much of what she's done, so I can't really comment on it. However, this event is coming up. I will be going to the London event, so I'm really looking forward to it. But for those who are going, if you are listening at all, just be aware that when it comes to this event, do not film it if you are not allowed to film. Do not try and do it sneaky weekly. It is not fair on the idols themselves or even the event managers, because not every underground idol or every indie event allows for you to film. There are some that do, but not a lot that do as well. Hanako herself has stated that she does not want people to film when she performs, so please do respect that. I just want to get that out there. Anyways, this is the end of the podcast. I am sorry that it took so long. It is a little bit longer than my last one. However, thank you very much for sitting through it and for listening, everyone. I apologise for jumbling up my words, and I also apologise for probably skipping words as well, or for talking really fast. I find these sorts of things very awkward to do, and it really does bring out my lisp a little bit as well as my stammering and such, so I do apologise, but thank you very much for sitting through it. And until the next one, everyone, please stay happy and healthy, and I hope you enjoyed the news. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later, and thank you very much for listening to Idol Chit Chat. Take care.